Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin with a simple truth. Your life does not get better by chance, it gets better by change. And one of the most significant changes you can make is in the company you keep. You see, success isn't just about what you do, it's about who you do it with. You've probably heard this before. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Think about that for a moment. Who are your 5? Your 5 closest companions. The 5 voices you hear most often. The 5 influences shaping your thoughts, decisions, and ultimately your destiny. The people you surround yourself with have an immense influence on your behavior, often in ways you might not consciously realize. This influence can shape your mindset, attitudes, and decisions, subtly guiding the trajectory of your life. Imagine spending most of your time with individuals who complain frequently, make excuses, and view life through a lens of negativity. Over time, their worldview starts to seep into your own, affecting your perspective and behavior. Similarly, if you are in the company of optimistic, driven, and solution-oriented people, their energy and outlook will inspire you to approach life differently. Humans are inherently social beings. We adapt and respond to the environments we find ourselves in, often unconsciously mimicking the habits and attitudes of those around us. Psychologists refer to this as social contagion, a phenomenon where emotions, behaviors, and attitudes spread within groups. For instance, if your friends prioritize healthy living, regular exercise, balanced nutrition, and mindful habits, you're more likely to adopt similar practices. On the other hand, if those closest to you indulge in unhealthy habits, you might find yourself mirroring those choices. This influence is particularly powerful because it often occurs without deliberate thought. Have you ever noticed that you start to pick up phrases or mannerisms from people you spend a lot of time with? That's a small but clear example of how influence works. Now imagine this happening on a larger scale, shaping your financial habits, work ethic, or even your aspirations. The subtle but consistent exposure to others' behaviors can either propel you forward or hold you back. The power of influence becomes even more apparent when we consider the concept of normalization. What you see and experience regularly becomes your baseline for what is typical or acceptable. If you are surrounded by people who push boundaries, seek growth, and hold themselves accountable, that becomes your standard. You start to see those traits as normal, and you're more likely to emulate them. On the contrary, if you are in an environment where mediocrity is accepted and excuses are common, it becomes far easier to settle for less than your potential. For example, let's take the case of financial habits. If your closest friends are spendthrift and impulsive, you might find yourself adopting similar behaviors, even if you know better. Conversely, being around people who prioritize saving, investing, and financial discipline can inspire you to improve your own money management skills. The same principle applies to work ethic. If you spend time with individuals who procrastinate or avoid challenges, it's easier to fall into those patterns. But if your circle is filled with individuals who are disciplined, focused, and goal-oriented, you'll feel motivated to match their energy. The influence of those around you also affects your mindset. Positive and ambitious people encourage you to think big and believe in possibilities. Their belief in growth and success can challenge your limiting beliefs and inspire you to take actions you might not have considered otherwise. Their resilience in the face of adversity can teach you to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to fear. Simply put, they stretch your thinking and raise your expectations for yourself. On the flip side, negative influences can limit your vision. If those around you constantly emphasize what can't be done or why something won't work, you may start to adopt that same defeatist attitude. Their doubts can seed insecurity in your mind, leading you to question your capabilities and shrink your dreams. This is why it's crucial to be mindful of who you allow into your inner circle. Consider the role of accountability in shaping behavior. When you are surrounded by individuals who hold themselves accountable and encourage you to do the same, your capacity for growth expands. They don't let you off the hook when you make excuses or settle for less. Instead, they challenge you to rise to the occasion, often because they see potential in you that you may not yet recognize in yourself. This kind of influence is invaluable, as it not only shapes your behavior, but also elevates your self-perception. Let's not overlook the role of encouragement and support. When you're surrounded by people who believe in you and cheer for your success, it becomes easier to take risks and pursue your goals. Their belief in you can reinforce your own belief, helping you push through self-doubt and hesitation. Knowing that you have a network of people who are rooting for you provides both emotional and practical support, making challenges feel more manageable. While influence is powerful, it's important to remember that it works both ways. You are not just a passive recipient of the behaviors around you, you also have the power to influence others. This reciprocal dynamic means you should not only evaluate the people in your circle, but also consider the kind of influence you bring into their lives. Are you a source of positivity, motivation, and growth? Or are you contributing to negativity or complacency? By taking responsibility for your own influence, you contribute to creating a circle that uplifts and inspires everyone involved. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on the standards you set for yourself. Your circle, your closest friends, colleagues, and family members acts as a mirror reflecting what is normal, acceptable, and aspirational in your life. Over time, these influences shape your own expectations of what you should strive for, tolerate, or achieve. Whether you realize it or not, your circle plays a critical role in determining how high or low you set the bar for your behavior, ambitions, and overall quality of life. Humans are social creatures, and much of what we consider normal is derived from our environment. We tend to adopt the habits, values, and goals of the people we interact with most frequently. If your circle consists of individuals who aim high, push boundaries, and hold themselves accountable, you're likely to adopt similar behaviors and attitudes. On the other hand, if the people around you settle for mediocrity, make excuses, or avoid challenges, you may unconsciously lower your own standards to align with theirs. This phenomenon is often referred to as the law of conformity. We naturally seek to fit in with those around us, aligning our behavior with the group to maintain social harmony. This instinct can be a double-edged sword. When you are part of a group that values growth, excellence, and integrity, conformity to these values benefits you. But if your circle lacks ambition or encourages complacency, the same tendency to conform can hinder your progress. Take, for example, professional ambition. If you are surrounded by people who consistently strive to improve, learn new skills, and excel in their careers, you'll likely feel inspired to do the same. Their achievements will serve as a benchmark, pushing you to aim higher and hold yourself to a higher standard of performance. You might find yourself asking questions like, what more can I achieve? How can I grow in my field? Their drive and determination become contagious, raising your own expectations for what you can accomplish. Contrast this with a circle that lacks ambition. Imagine spending most of your time with individuals who are content to do the bare minimum or who complain about work without taking steps to improve their situation. Over time, their attitudes can begin to influence you. You might start to see complacency as acceptable or even desirable, lowering your standards for what you expect from yourself. The drive to achieve more diminishes, and you settle for less than your potential. The same principle applies to personal values and integrity. If your circle values honesty, kindness, and accountability, those traits become the standard for how you behave and interact with others. But if you're surrounded by people who frequently cut corners, justify unethical behavior, or lack empathy, it becomes easier to rationalize similar actions. Your circle creates a social norm that either reinforces positive values or undermines them. Your circle also affects how you perceive challenges and setbacks. When you're surrounded by resilient, solution-oriented individuals, you're more likely to approach difficulties with a mindset of perseverance and creativity. They set a standard for facing adversity with grace and determination, inspiring you to do the same. On the flip side, if those around you tend to give up easily or focus on the negatives, their behavior can lower your tolerance for hardship. You may find yourself more inclined to quit or dwell on problems instead of seeking solutions. It's important to note that standards are not just about what you strive for, they're also about what you tolerate. Your circle influences what you consider acceptable in your relationships, health, finances, and overall lifestyle. If the people around you accept unhealthy relationships, financial mismanagement, or poor self-care, you may begin to see these as normal. But if your circle holds themselves to higher standards, prioritizing mutual respect, financial responsibility, and well-being, you're more likely to adopt these as your own benchmarks. The influence of your circle extends to the goals you set for yourself. Ambitious people tend to inspire others to dream bigger and aim higher. When you see someone close to you achieving remarkable things, it challenges you to question your own limitations and expand your aspirations. Their success acts as proof that greater possibilities exist, and it motivates you to pursue similar achievements. On the other hand, if your circle lacks vision or ambition, it can be difficult to see beyond your current circumstances. You may feel limited by the collective mindset, which stifles your growth and potential. Moreover, your circle can either encourage or discourage accountability. High-achieving individuals typically hold each other accountable for their actions and goals. They celebrate successes but also call out excuses, pushing each other to maintain high standards. This dynamic fosters growth and ensures that you stay on track. Conversely, a circle that lacks accountability often enables poor choices or excuses, making it easier to drift away from your goals. Building a circle that elevates your standards requires intentionality. It's not about seeking out perfect people, but about surrounding yourself with those who inspire you to be better. Look for individuals who embody the traits, values, and ambitions you aspire to cultivate in yourself. Engage with people who challenge you to grow, provide constructive feedback, and celebrate your successes. Equally important is your role in the circle. Be the kind of person who uplifts others, sets a positive example, and contributes to an environment of mutual growth and support. In conclusion, your circle has a profound impact on the standards you set for yourself. Their behaviors, attitudes, and values create the framework for what you consider normal and acceptable in your life. By surrounding yourself with individuals who inspire and challenge you, you can elevate your standards and achieve greater success. The company you keep is one of the most significant factors in determining your growth, so choose your circle wisely. When you align yourself with people who strive for excellence, you naturally rise to meet their example, setting the stage for a life of higher achievement and fulfillment. Success is not an accident, nor is it a matter of luck. It's the result of consistent actions, habits, and decisions made over time. The beauty of success is that it leaves behind clues, patterns, principles, and behaviors that others can study and emulate to achieve similar outcomes. If you pay attention to those who have walked the path before you, you'll find a treasure trove of insights that can guide your journey toward achieving your own goals. These clues act as a roadmap showing what works and, just as importantly, what doesn't. One of the most significant lessons success teaches is the importance of clarity and vision. Successful individuals almost always have a clear idea of what they want to achieve. They set specific, measurable goals and develop a plan to reach them. This clarity serves as a foundation for their actions, helping them stay focused even when distractions arise. By studying successful people, you learn the importance of defining your own goals with precision. A vague desire to do well or be successful isn't enough. Success demands specificity. What exactly are you striving for? And what steps will you take to get there? Another clue left by successful people is their unwavering commitment to discipline and consistency. Rarely does success come from one monumental effort. Instead, it's the result of small, deliberate actions repeated consistently over time. Whether it's waking up early, dedicating time to learning, or honing a craft, successful individuals understand that mastery is built through routine. This is a powerful insight. Success isn't about grand gestures, it's about showing up every day and doing the work, even when motivation wanes. By adopting this mindset, you begin to see progress as a cumulative process, rather than a series of isolated events. The way successful people approach failure also offers invaluable lessons. Failure for them is not a roadblock, but a stepping stone. They don't view mistakes as evidence of inadequacy, but as opportunities to learn and improve. For instance, Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This perspective allows successful individuals to persist where others might give up. By observing this mindset, you can begin to see your own failures in a new light. Instead of letting setbacks discourage you, treat them as feedback, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward. Another critical aspect of success is adaptability. The path to achieving your goals is rarely straightforward, and successful individuals understand the importance of flexibility. They're willing to pivot when circumstances change, learning new skills, and exploring different strategies as needed. This adaptability is rooted in a willingness to learn. Successful people are lifelong learners, constantly seeking out new knowledge and insights to stay ahead. They read books, attend seminars, and surround themselves with mentors and peers who challenge their thinking. This clue is vital to succeed. You must commit to growth and remain open to change. The relationships successful people cultivate also provide important lessons. Success is rarely achieved in isolation. Most high achievers credit a portion of their success to the support, guidance, and inspiration they've received from others. They build strong networks of like-minded individuals who encourage and challenge them. These relationships aren't just about what they can gain, they're reciprocal, built on mutual respect and shared goals. This teaches an important principle: your network is your net worth. Surrounding yourself with ambitious, positive, and supportive people creates an environment that fosters growth. One of the most overlooked yet powerful clues success leaves behind is the role of gratitude and humility. Despite their achievements, many successful individuals remain grounded and grateful for the opportunities, people, and lessons that have contributed to their journey. Gratitude keeps them focused on the positives, while humility allows them to continue learning and growing. This attitude not only attracts more opportunities, but also fosters deeper, more meaningful relationships. Emulating this behavior can help you stay motivated and connected to your purpose, even as you strive for more. Finally, successful people often emphasize the importance of giving back. They recognize that true success isn't just about personal gain, but about making a positive impact on others. Whether through mentorship, philanthropy, or simply sharing their knowledge, they find ways to contribute to the well-being of those around them. This teaches an important lesson: success is more fulfilling when it's shared. By adopting a mindset of service, you not only enrich the lives of others, but also cultivate a sense of purpose and satisfaction in your own journey. The energy and motivation of the people around you play a significant role in shaping your own mindset, drive, and actions. These qualities are highly contagious, spreading from person to person, much like a ripple in water. When you surround yourself with positive, motivated, and high-energy individuals, their enthusiasm can inspire you to approach challenges with a fresh perspective, set ambitious goals, and persevere even in the face of obstacles. Conversely, spending time with people who exude negativity or complacency can drain your energy, dampen your motivation, and make progress feel unnecessarily difficult. Human beings are inherently social creatures, and our emotions and behaviors are influenced by the people we interact with. Psychologists refer to this phenomenon as emotional contagion, where the emotions and attitudes of one person spread to others in a group. This effect is especially powerful when it comes to energy and motivation. If you've ever felt invigorated after a conversation with a passionate, driven individual, you've experienced the contagious nature of their energy. Similarly, if you've ever left an interaction feeling deflated or unmotivated, you've likely been affected by someone else's negativity. Energy is more than just a physical state, it's a mindset. High-energy individuals exude an enthusiasm and zest for life that is almost magnetic. They approach tasks with a sense of purpose, find joy in their pursuits, and radiate optimism even when faced with challenges. Being around such people creates an uplifting environment where possibilities feel endless and obstacles seem surmountable. Their energy sparks your own, igniting a chain reaction that propels you toward action and accomplishment. Motivation works in much the same way. When you see someone passionately pursuing their goals, it's hard not to feel inspired to do the same. Their determination and focus act as a reminder that success is possible with effort and persistence. They demonstrate that challenges are not insurmountable barriers but stepping stones to growth. Witnessing their commitment can reignite your own passion, encouraging you to push beyond your limits and strive for excellence. The power of this contagious energy becomes even more apparent in group settings. In a team or community, the collective energy can amplify individual motivation. A shared sense of purpose and enthusiasm creates a synergistic effect, where each person's contributions elevate the entire group. This is why high-performing teams often credit their success to the energy and motivation of their members. The positive momentum generated within such groups fuels innovation, resilience, and a shared commitment to achieving goals. On the flip side, the absence of energy and motivation can be equally contagious. If you're surrounded by people who consistently complain, focus on problems instead of solutions, or resist change, their attitudes can weigh heavily on you. Their negativity can make challenges seem more daunting and goals feel less attainable. Over time, their lack of drive can diminish your own motivation, leading to procrastination, self-doubt, and stagnation. This is why it's so important to be mindful of the energy you allow into your life. Protecting your mental and emotional well-being often requires distancing yourself from influences that drain your energy. One of the best ways to ensure you are surrounded by high-energy, motivated individuals is to seek out environments that align with your goals and values. Join communities, attend events, or participate in activities that attract like-minded people. These environments foster connections with individuals who share your ambitions and can challenge you to grow. For instance, being part of a mastermind group, fitness class, or professional network provides opportunities to exchange ideas, celebrate successes, and support each other through challenges. The energy and motivation in these spaces often become self-reinforcing, propelling everyone involved toward greater achievements. It's also important to recognize that energy and motivation are not static, they fluctuate based on circumstances and personal effort. Even the most driven individuals have days when their motivation wanes. During these times, the support and encouragement of a positive circle can make all the difference. A motivating conversation, a shared laugh, or simply the presence of someone who believes in you can reignite your energy and remind you of your purpose. This underscores the value of building relationships with people who genuinely care about your growth and well-being. Finally, cultivating contagious energy and motivation in your own life requires intentional habits. Regular physical activity, healthy nutrition, and adequate rest are foundational to maintaining high energy levels. Additionally, practicing gratitude, setting meaningful goals, and celebrating small wins can boost your motivation and keep you focused. When you take care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally, you naturally exude a positive energy that attracts and inspires others. The company you keep significantly impacts not only your mindset and habits, but also your sense of accountability. Association drives accountability, meaning the people you surround yourself with can influence how you take responsibility for your actions, goals, and commitments. Positive associations foster an environment where growth and integrity thrive, while negative ones can lead to complacency or diminished self-discipline. When you align yourself with individuals who hold themselves to high standards, you are more likely to mirror that behavior and consistently push yourself toward personal and professional improvement. Accountability is the foundation of achievement. It involves owning your decisions, acknowledging your successes and failures, and taking proactive steps to reach your goals. However, accountability does not exist in a vacuum. It is reinforced by the relationships you cultivate. When you associate with people who are diligent, disciplined, and committed to their ambitions, their influence naturally inspires you to be more responsible. Their example sets a benchmark for what is possible, and their presence creates a sense of mutual accountability that keeps you on track. One of the most significant ways association drives accountability is through shared expectations. When you surround yourself with like-minded individuals, you become part of a network that values progress and consistency. This collective mindset creates an unspoken agreement to support one another's growth. For instance, if you join a group of people who are dedicated to fitness, their commitment will likely encourage you to stick to your workout routine. You don't want to let yourself or the group down, so you make an extra effort to stay consistent. This dynamic reinforces your commitment and increases your chances of success. Another powerful mechanism through which association fosters accountability is encouragement and constructive feedback. Positive associations provide a safe space for honest conversations about your progress, challenges, and areas for improvement. When you share your goals with supportive individuals, they can offer guidance, celebrate your achievements, and call you out when you veer off course. This feedback loop is invaluable because it keeps you aligned with your objectives. Knowing that someone is watching your journey and cheering for your success motivates you to show up and perform at your best. Additionally, association helps you establish clear benchmarks for behavior and performance. High-achieving individuals often set ambitious goals and pursue them relentlessly. When you interact with such people, their dedication serves as a reminder of what is possible with focus and effort. Their accomplishments inspire you to aim higher and hold yourself to similar standards. For example, if your friends or colleagues are consistently working to improve themselves, whether by learning new skills, advancing their careers, or pursuing personal passions, you are more likely to adopt the same proactive approach to your own growth. Association also amplifies accountability by fostering a sense of mutual responsibility. When you commit to a goal in the presence of others, you create a shared understanding that your progress matters to more than just yourself. This can be particularly evident in team settings, where each member's contribution is vital to the collective success. Knowing that others depend on you heightens your sense of responsibility and motivates you to deliver on your commitments. Similarly, in personal relationships, your actions and decisions can have a ripple effect on those around you. Being part of a supportive network encourages you to make choices that align with your shared values and aspirations. The influence of association on accountability extends beyond actions to mindset. Spending time with people who approach life with resilience, optimism, and a growth-oriented attitude can shift your perspective on challenges and setbacks. These individuals model the importance of perseverance and self-reflection, teaching you to take ownership of your journey instead of blaming external circumstances. Their influence helps you internalize the belief that you are in control of your success, reinforcing your commitment to accountability. To harness the power of association in driving accountability, intentionality is key. Surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and support you. Seek out mentors, peers, or communities that align with your aspirations and embody the traits you want to cultivate in yourself. Be open to forming relationships with individuals who push you to grow, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. The more you engage with people who hold themselves accountable, the more their habits and attitudes will rub off on you. Equally important is your role within your associations. Accountability is a two-way street, and you have a responsibility to contribute positively to the relationships you value. Be the kind of person who encourages growth, offers honest feedback, and celebrates others' successes. By embodying accountability yourself, you reinforce the collective commitment to progress and create a cycle of mutual support and inspiration. The relationships we form play an integral role in shaping our lives, influencing our thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately our growth. While all relationships leave an imprint, intentional relationships, those formed with a clear purpose and mutual understanding, have a uniquely transformative power. They are rooted in shared values, mutual respect, and a commitment to help each other grow. These relationships act as catalysts for personal and professional development, providing support, inspiration, and accountability. By surrounding ourselves with people who challenge and uplift us, we create an environment where growth becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Intentional relationships are more than casual connections or acquaintances. They are purposeful and deliberate, built on a foundation of shared goals and a genuine desire to see one another thrive. In these relationships, there is an implicit understanding that both parties are invested in each other's success. This dynamic fosters an environment of trust and openness, where individuals can exchange ideas, share feedback, and collaborate to overcome challenges. Such relationships provide the fertile ground necessary for growth, as they encourage continuous learning and self-improvement. One of the most profound benefits of intentional relationships is the support system they create. Growth often requires stepping outside of your comfort zone, taking risks, and navigating uncertainty. During these times, the presence of supportive individuals can make all the difference. They provide encouragement when doubts arise, offer guidance when decisions are tough, and celebrate your successes with genuine joy. This sense of community reinforces your belief in your potential and gives you the confidence to pursue ambitious goals. Knowing that someone has your back creates a safety net, allowing you to take bold steps forward without fear of failure. Intentional relationships also serve as mirrors, reflecting back your strengths and areas for improvement. Constructive feedback is a cornerstone of growth, and in meaningful relationships, it is offered with care and honesty. Those who genuinely want to see you succeed will not shy away from pointing out blind spots or suggesting ways to improve. While this feedback may sometimes be uncomfortable, it is invaluable in helping you recognize opportunities for development. At the same time, these relationships amplify your strengths by acknowledging and celebrating them, encouraging you to leverage them fully. Another way intentional relationships foster growth is by exposing you to diverse perspectives and experiences. When you connect with people who have different backgrounds, skills, and viewpoints, you expand your horizons and challenge your assumptions. This diversity of thought enriches your understanding of the world and equips you with new tools for problem solving and innovation. It pushes you to think critically, question your biases, and consider alternative approaches. As a result, you become more adaptable, empathetic, and open-minded, qualities that are essential for personal and professional success. In addition to providing support and perspective, intentional relationships are powerful motivators. When you associate with people who are driven, ambitious, and committed to their own growth, their energy becomes contagious. Their achievements serve as a source of inspiration, reminding you of what is possible with effort and persistence. Their discipline and focus encourage you to adopt similar habits, fostering a sense of accountability that keeps you on track. In this way, intentional relationships create a ripple effect, where the success of one individual inspires and uplifts others in the circle. These relationships are also characterized by reciprocity. Growth in intentional relationships is not one-sided, it is a shared journey. Both parties invest time, effort, and care into nurturing the connection, creating a dynamic of mutual benefit. This reciprocity fosters a sense of purpose and fulfillment, as contributing to someone else's growth often brings its own rewards. Knowing that your actions and support have a positive impact on another person's life reinforces your own commitment to growth and deepens the bond between you. Intentional relationships are especially valuable in times of transition or challenge. Life is full of ups and downs, and growth often comes from navigating difficult situations. In these moments, having someone to lean on can provide clarity and strength. They may offer a fresh perspective, suggest resources, or simply listen with empathy. These acts of support not only help you overcome obstacles, but also teach you resilience and gratitude. The challenges you face together become shared experiences that strengthen the relationship and contribute to personal transformation. Building intentional relationships requires effort and intentionality. It starts with being clear about your own values, goals, and needs. When you understand what you are looking for in a relationship, you can seek out individuals who align with your vision and complement your journey. Equally important is your willingness to invest in others. Building strong connections requires active listening, genuine interest, and a commitment to being present. By giving as much as you hope to receive, you create a foundation of trust and mutual respect. It's also important to regularly evaluate your relationships to ensure they remain aligned with your growth. Not all connections are meant to last forever, and that's okay. As you evolve, your needs and priorities may change, and some relationships may no longer serve your best interests. Recognizing this and making the necessary adjustments is an act of self-care and a commitment to your growth. At the same time, nurturing existing relationships that continue to align with your goals is equally important. Consistency and intentional effort keep these connections strong and meaningful over time. In closing, I'll leave you with this: success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying the basic fundamentals. And one of those fundamentals is to surround yourself with the right people. Because you, my friend, are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Thank you.